not what I really had planned for today, but my mind gets sidetracked sometimes.
Next marten trap. And it set off. Sweet, set off.
Definitely a big old food bed out front. We found quite a few flowages today. We found 1, 2, 3. Working on a beaver fur vest. I cut all these pieces myself. Here we go. Oh, chicken traps again. This is what we caught the fox yesterday with my father. So I was going to redo it, but I think I'm just going to leave it for another night. Looks pretty good. Traps right there. We'd come in smelling where that fox was, or to pee on them sticks, we'd get them. It was cool to have him catch them when my father was with me. That was cool. Barely caught anything this season. The one day I bring my father, I caught something, so that's cool. Got 2 more checks after this one. Hopefully we're gonna maybe at least catch 1 more critter. It's supposed to rain tonight and tomorrow, so I don't have hopes on catching many more. Coming down into the last pit area where I got 4 traps down in here. This is where I caught 2 coyotes so far. Yeah, nothing in my first 2 sets. Getting slow on the trap line lately. Only gotten 2 coyotes and 2 fox all season. And nothing more today. I'd see them jumping if there was something. There's nothing up there. Yeah, nothing's even checked it out yet. Down here. Alright, now today we're gonna try to work on my airplane. I got a little ultralight airplane I want to try to fly this winter. I'm repairing the wings and stuff right now. I also will show you that too. Here's my airplane. It's a little Fisher FP101. It's got a 503 Rotec snowmobile motor in it. It's already mounted some skis on this thing. Went out and bought some skis off line that I found. Used skis for like a Piper Cub. Mounted them on here, right there on where the wheel's supposed to go. The only thing I'll have to do, which I kind of want to work on a little bit today, is figure out my cables here. And then I got my wings over here. The wings had a bunch of broken ribs in them. So this is where I left off working on it, was all these ribs in here were all broken, so I cut out the broken parts and cut some new pieces. I just got to glue them in place. Get this one to kind of fix some of these X braces. One of these X braces are all broken. So we're going to glue them all back in there and order some new fabric and refabric that. So we're going to be doing that hopefully in the next few weeks. First thing I want to do is work on the skis. I want to make sure they're straight with each other. As you can see, the plane's not very heavy. It weighs 250 pounds altogether. So I know this isn't trapping related, but I'm going to start just showing you my lifestyle. That's what this blog's going to turn into, is a lifestyle blog, not considered just a trapping blog. Show you a little bit of everything that I do. So these are off by 2 inches. So I think I'm just going to roll with it the way it is. I'll hook up these cables and then try to taxi it around a bunch out here in my field out front here and see how it tracks with the skis the way they are. If I think I need to adjust it from there, I'll adjust it. But so now we're just going to get these ready to put into there. But I got to buy new fittings. See just where we're going to want this. Be roughly right there. Yeah, a lot of this I just need to go buy parts to finish it, but we can at least get stuff started. Like I'm gonna go buy new clevises. I don't need these little clevises. I want to buy some new ones, so I have matching ones for all 4 of them. And then we'll drill out the holes big enough for whatever I buy for clevises. Now when I buy my parts, I can just figure out how long I need that. This one needs some slack. Pretty simple design. Just all wood pieces. So it makes it super light. So the battery goes. My lever right here. Control my elevator flaps. Side to side controls my tilt. That would be my flaps on my wings. Make sure to put our name on there. see how this comes out. I think this will look pretty cool. Not perfect, but I get a kick out of it. This is not what I really had planned for today, but my mind gets sidetracked sometimes. I wanted to put Beaver Retriever on my plane, so I put Beaver Retriever on my plane. Last letter. Beaver Retriever. Nice, that's pretty cool. Beaver Retriever. So I fixed the door swings up and down. I put in the window up above here. I got this bungee cord open. Got all the cables ready. Oh, this is something I had to do myself too, was it had no muffler. So I took the muffler off an old snowmobile and welded it on there. So I think it's far enough away right there, but it's something we're gonna, when we're taxiing around, we're gonna see. You can always take this hood right off. This comes right out. We're just gonna fit a couple pieces into my wing here. Got all these X braces here, right here. We're missing a bunch, so like this one here is gonna go like this. Yeah, all the X bracing's all good down here. We gotta make all these X's all down that end. So I think I'm about done for today. Next day or two, we'll get right back to it. Me and boss out checking traps again. Pretty crappy mornings. Drizzling, freezing rain, foggy. Dirt road's pretty slippery. I might not be able to make it up the road. The road that I do drive up. Check 2 traps every day. Oh, we're gonna try to make it. If not, I gotta come back to my snowmobile. My house. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to come back to the snowmobile from the other way and check and pull these 2 traps. I don't have to get up here. Yeah, we just slid right off right here. Freaking dirt road here. It's wicked icy. Back out on the main dirt road. Yeah, away we go. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make this hill either. Yeah, we got one more day. I should just pull them today, but we'll go to one more day. Never know, we might catch something tomorrow. But here's trap number 1. It's still set. So this is where we caught a fox last week. And I didn't end up bringing my dirt that day. And I can see the trap already, it's right there. So I think we're gonna throw some snow over it maybe and call it good for the... Yeah, I should just pull these, but like I said, one more day. It's supposed to freaking pour today. It's supposed to get like 3/4 of an inch of rain today, so pretty sure these probably aren't gonna work tonight. Like that one's probably gonna be melted out. We'll leave them one more day. Well, that's as far as I'm gonna make it on this hill too. So I'll walk up, take a look at the traps. Yep, not set off or anything, so I think we're good. Go on to them pits I got set up. Yeah, so this is the pit that flooded on me a couple weeks ago now. So I'm gonna pull these traps today just in case it floods again. It's supposed to rain today. Alright, let's see how good this trap would have worked. It's all wet and everything. Put my toe on it. Oh, it would work perfect. Yeah, so next year I'll make sure to really set this up at the beginning of the year and work a little harder trying to get them beginning of the year, because the end of the year I can't catch a crap around here. So I'm just gonna unhook these from the chain today. Either leave the chain in for next year or next summer come back and pull the chain. So we got 4 traps left to go check. So hopefully we got something in one of them. Yeah, we're definitely not making this hill. This is a hill I've had issues with too over the last couple of weeks. So we're just gonna walk down on these ones. Yep, nothing in the first 2. Walk right over and check them out. That's where I caught the only 2 coyotes I caught all season. It's right here. Trap looks good. This one here still looks good enough. It's one of the worst seasons I've ever had coyote trapping. But I also didn't run a big line like I usually do. Usually I run a big line. I worked for the state trapping deer yards, which I didn't do this year. Didn't want to work for the state no more. Yep, nothing in this one. Still looks good. Nothing in that one either. So, yeah, so now we're gonna go home and hop on my snowmobile and go check them other two traps we couldn't get to and pull them. All right, we're all geared up to hop on the snowmobile and go check them traps. Yep, nothing at this trap. So we're gonna set it off, see how easy it would have went off. Yep, it went off no problem. That's the last trap. It was the one they stepped all over yesterday. Yesterday morning, a bunch of tracks here. I'm just gonna leave our chains here until next year. Well, that's it for trapping today. Now we're gonna go do some random stuff. I gotta try to start making a dog hauler. I got a setup I'm making so I can haul the dogs around, so I can go dog sledding other than home here. Today's the last day of foothold trapping season. We can't have no more footholds or marten or fisher sets out after December 31st. So I'm pulling all my traps today. For the foothold traps, I'm just going to leave the chain in the ground and come pull it after next summer. But let's see just how easy this trap would have went off. It's right there, tip my toe. At least we didn't get skunked. I did get 2 coyotes and 2 fox this season. The rain washed this one right out. You can right see the top of it right there. So that doesn't work good, and it's froze right in. It's trying. Yeah, definitely wouldn't work today. Yeah, next year I'll definitely probably try to reset this same spot. Nice sunrise this morning. That looks nice. This river's hammering today. So I'm headed down to check out an ice jam. I just see an ice jam, so we're gonna go look at. It's a lot of ice. That's all ice. That's a big piece of ice here. Look at it all. I'm glad I pulled them ones down in the pit yesterday. It's all flooded again. So we just got our one trap right here. Nothing ever tried for this trap this year. It's probably frozen just like the rest of them. Nothing in the first 2 here. So I'm gonna grab them and we'll get 2 more down at the other end and we'll be done in this pit. And you see the rain washed all the dirt off my trap. Hate rain. Rain's sucks trying to trap in rain. Yeah, so I at least got another 4 months for beaver trapping. Beaver and muskrat trapping stays open until April 31st. So for the rest of the winter, you'll see me catch a bunch of beaver. We're gonna start hammering down once it freezes back up after this flood. We'll start hammering down. Speaking of beaver, I don't know if I'll be able to get to them traps today. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 traps I set the other day that I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to them with the flood here. Nothing in these ones either. So we got 3 more at home. We're gonna check at the end of the day. But right now we're headed out to start pulling them marten traps. All right, first marten box. Get these things all pulled and be done with this. And it's still set. So yep. Better luck next year. I think I gotta travel north. I just don't think there's any marten here. Yeah, it's gonna be a truckload of traps by the time I'm done. I think I got, what, 13 out maybe? Going down into trap number 2. It is still set. Well, we're down to the first beaver flowage that I set the other day. I set a baited conibear right there. I set a snare pole over here. No, I definitely ain't making it out there. That's all open water right there. That's open water right there. And there's my trap in the middle. So I definitely don't think it's going to be safe right there on that edge, but next time it chills off, I'll come out here. Next marten trap is still set, so
grab and go. And
I am doing is I'm gonna set them all off so the springs ain't sticking out of the side, so I can stack them all in the truck nicely. So what we do to set them off is pull them out, stick my fingers up between the jaws, and hit it. Just like that. Freaking weasels. I gotta set some weasel traps next year when I'm setting marten traps. There's a freaking beaver leg all de-meated. It's just a bone. So only thing that fits it between the jaws between the trigger without setting it off is a weasel. So they've been hammering it. So wish I had small weasel boxes with rat traps in them. I'd be setting them in these areas too to be catching these weasels from stopping to eat my bait and my marten. Yeah, running the dog out behind me today. Alright, next trap. And it is still set. So let's see if anything ate the bait on this one. No, still full of bait on this one. So yeah, we tried putting the GoPro on the dog, but I don't have the dog harness, so I tried using my chest mount harness and it just ain't working. So we'll have to remember to grab that dog mount harness and start putting the camera on boss every now and then. Next trap, still set. Same old, with no bait. Yep. Damn weasels. Lots of weasels in this area. Next marten trap, and it is still set. Son of a bitch. This is the only spot I caught a marten last year, but must have got the only marten in the area. Here I got some beaver traps. Water's just a hammering. Oh yeah, son of a bitch. I'll never get to them. That'll never be safe going out through there. This river goes straight out through that way. The traps are right about there. Alright, we'll wait till it gets cold and we'll get out there and grab them. Hopefully they don't fall in. Next marten trap. And it's set off. Sweet, set off. With nothing in it. No, I got the weasel. Nice, I got a weasel. Sweet. Finally got one of these little guys. Finally connected with something with these damn marten traps. So, that's cool. Check out my weasel. Yep, he tried pulling the bait back through and triggered it and it got him. Nice little weasel. Yeah, little weasel. Things are pretty cool. Wicked nice looking. Wicked white. Little black tip on the tail. So, yeah, finally caught something in the marten traps. We're going by a pond here, so I'm gonna go down and see if I can't see any beaver. I got a scope here. We'll see if we can see any beaver houses or anything. At first glance, there ain't nothing over on this side. So let's use the scope and see what's on the other side. Well, I think I just see some white sticks over on this shore over here. So we're gonna follow on the shore here and go check it out. We found the beaver house. Yep, there's a beaver house right here. What I saw was some of these white sticks from the other side. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to come back here and set some traps. Look at all these white sticks. Walk out here, it's probably safe on the ice, ain't it? Oh yeah. Yeah, look at all the white sticks through there. And all the bubbles underneath the ice right there. So, yeah, no, luckily I saw just that. I think it was probably that stick there that was above the ice. You can see that from that shore with the scope. So, yeah, definitely beaver here. We'll, when we're setting traps, we'll set some traps. Yeah, that's a good eye. Like I said, I just saw that one white stick and it's like, what's going on? So, nice. I love finding new spots. Down to the last marten set. Let's see what we got. Big fat nothing. Yeah, well that sucks. I don't think there's any marten down here. We're kind of like right at the line. Marten north of here and no marten south of here, so I must be at the no marten spot. We've run these traps for a couple weeks now. A few weeks I think, 3 weeks. And I caught one weasel. That's all I caught. Definitely didn't pay for the gas, but good thing I love doing what I do, that it don't matter. So,
made some good footage, so hopefully you guys at least like watching me try to catch marten. No success, but alright, so now we're gonna do some beaver scouting. So we got, using my Google Maps, we're gonna go check out this area. Well, we must be getting close. Look at the fresh chewings. Remember this year beaver chewings? There must be beaver out there. Let's take a walk out there and look. We got a little bit of an ice jam right here. Yeah, I see some beaver sticks, but not quite sure where they'd be living. A bunch of beaver sticks kind of mixed out through there. Yeah, not sure on these beaver. So I can't find no house. Not seeing any more chewed trees, so I think they're down below here. Walk down here and take a look. Yeah, I don't see no house or anything. I don't see any hardwoods chopped over there. So what I'm guessing is they are down below here. Well, it looks like I got a pass on finding these beaver. I can't find them, and this is all flooded. So maybe if the water level goes down, I'm betting there's a beaver house somewhere out through there. So I started seeing chewings right up here, and then I run out of seeing chewings. So kind of could tell they're right here somewhere, but just a big flood kind of screws it up. Yep, no beaver here. Old bog, no water in it. A little bit of water over here, but not enough for me to say there's beaver there. So alright, we're gonna go check out a few more. I see some beaver chewings right here. Not super fresh, but we're gonna walk up a little further. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything fresh, so on to the next one. Scouting out another spot, and no beaver. Yeah, so I see another beaver bog on the maps down this way. We're gonna walk in, see if we can find some beaver. Yeah, beaver scouting can take a lot of time. Could scout a dozen bogs without finding one. Active one. We're coming up onto the bog now. There's water held back, but I'm not sure if there's actual beaver there. Yeah, nothing fresh on this dam. So I don't think we're even gonna go any further. I don't think there's any beaver here. The beaver bog out here, right here on the edge of the road. Can't quite see it, but it's all flooded too, that I can't really even get out there to the edge to look around. So we're just gonna drive slow on the edge here, looking for fresh beaver sticks. Walking down into another beaver bog. This one we're walking on the edge of a clear cut. Looks like it was my best way to get into it. This is another bog, and I don't think there is. Alright, on to the next one. Good exercise scouting for beaver. How many different ones have we scouted today and been nothing? At least we found the one new spot, and another possibility, that one I couldn't find the active beaver house. But I think once it freezes up, I can walk out there and should be able to find out where them beaver are living. So I think next week we might do some moose horn hunting. Moose sheds. I usually try to find them every year. I used to do it a lot more, but the moose population has declined, so I don't find as many, so I don't do it as much. I go a couple times a year. There's be beaver around here somewhere. It's not right fresh, but that's probably early summer, midsummer. So I don't think they're still living right here. They might be up above, full of birch trees. Working on a bunch of other ones. So I'm just gonna take note of this one, and when it freezes back up and actually comes setting, we'll be able to make it right up to that beaver house. So I broke out my phone so I could zoom into the beaver house, but there's the beaver house right there. So I think we could come down this shore over here on this other side and get to it pretty easy once it's frozen a little more. Active beaver spot number 3. Going down along this river here, and starting to see white wood. A tree right down there that's chopped down. Seeing if we can't find where they're living. Seeing a lot of chewed sticks down there, so there's got to be a pile of beaver here somewhere. We're gonna go up here, check a couple more places, and then we'll check that where I started seeing white wood, stop seeing white wood coming the other way. We'll
go in there and check it out.
Alright, we're up to an old bridge here. So I remember probably 4 or 5 years ago now, I trapped some beaver out of a bank den right down on the corner there. I don't see no fresh white wood, so I don't know. We're gonna work our way back and double check where we just saw all that white wood and see if we can't find a house there. Here's one of the last true trees I saw. It all looks fairly old. I don't see anything on top of the ice, or snow should I say. Yeah, I can't really see up and down the river here. So we'll have to walk in down here somewhere. We'll walk back in and look again. Yeah, there's another true tree. It doesn't look too old. I wish I could tell. Wish there was snow and I could see tracks on top of the snow. No, nobody trapped them out, but I still haven't even found the house. So as far as I can get, I don't see nothing that way, and I can't see that way. I can't find where them beaver are living. Somewhere along in that river. But, oh well. So maybe double check when the ice is a little safer. I can walk out there. But being on the easy on the road like this, it might already been trapped out. So we got a couple more places on the way home here. We'll double check. There's one that I think I know there's beaver there. I've been watching it when I drive by. We'll pull over right there and kind of look up. It's in a big pond there. Well, I was just watching my maps on the way out here, and we've got a big old beaver bog right here. And a big line of beaver bogs. Look at them all. So we're gonna go in here, check this one, and then maybe we'll go up the road and walk in, check them ones there. To another bog. Well, there's an old beaver chewing. First thing, just get to sometime this summer. Holy, look at this beaver house. Holy moly. That is a big old beaver. Yep, there's the food bed out in front of the beaver house. I got my phone out here now, so it's right there's a food bed. Yeah, I think we just hit another good spot to set up in next week. Nice. I like randomly finally finding one. I've checked quite a few that no good success, so once it's safe enough here, I'll be able to walk right over there and set some traps right at it. So since there's beaver here, I'm not gonna go check out them other flowages. They're never back to back. Beaver very territorial. The beaver that once lived down there are living here now, or vice versa. They've moved through this area. They eat out all the hardwood. Once they run out of food to eat, they move upriver or downriver and start all over again. So, and this one being active, more than likely them other 3, 4 we saw on the maps there are not active. Alright, coming up to another bog here. Try to get out, whoa, get out here. A little further. Oh, watch out, boss. You're right in the way, boss. Alright. Yeah. Doesn't look promising out there. Yeah, one way to guarantee if beaver are there or not, at least been there. I don't know if they've been trapped out, but you can go to the dam and take a look at the dam. The dam's it's holding back water and it all looks fresh, and there's a beaver house somewhere up there. There's an old chewing from probably 4, 5, 6 years ago now. So I would have seen chewed sticks by now, so I'm just gonna go to the dam anyways, but I really don't. There ain't no beaver. Yeah, we made it to the beaver dam. 100% no beaver. There's no fresh sign on that beaver dam. So here's the last beaver spot. I was gonna just double check. This beaver house right about right there. So we're gonna use my scope and look across. Definitely big old food bed out front. So definitely was beaver there. I just don't know if they're still there. This is right on the main road, so somebody could have trapped this early fall. But so once we come out here set, and I'll walk across the ice from here and we'll go check it out. So yeah, we found quite a few flowages today. We found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 flowages to possibly set up next time. So make sure to stay tuned next week. We'll start hammering the beaver, hopefully. All right, got a couple footholds here on my property. I'm gonna set off and leave it. Yep, that one would have still worked, no problem. All right, last foothold traps of 2024 right here. There's one. And where is it? I think it's right there. Oh, there's 2. Just past where I stepped. Oh yeah, I must have just missed him, or it must have been froze last night. We got fresh tracks all around this thing. Son of a. Let's see if it's on camera. Let's check one of the cameras. We might see whatever that was that I almost got. So here we got a fox hanging out on top of the bait pile. There's a bunch of beaver guts and some carcasses down underneath some brush right there. And he's trying to find out how to get to it. And then over here, he's right next to my trap. My trap's to the left of him right there. Just can't catch a break. And he goes right around my trap. Then he goes right through my trap. Like, how did I not catch him on that one? Must have stepped off to the side or something. And here we got a coyote. A few days ago now, that coyote tracks we just saw, and that's what it was. Went right up and around beside my trap, and there's me setting off my trap. So that's where my trap is. We're gonna skin this weasel now. So, try to. So small, hopefully I don't mess it up at all. I hit the freaking gland on it. Whew. That stinks. Any other trappers watching this know what I'm talking about right now. Just gonna get it down a little bit and then I'll just pull on it. Now we should be able to pull. Probably just rip in half now. No, there it goes. Right to his front legs. Just about done with this little weasel. It's crazy. That's all I caught on that whole entire trap line. So, hopefully you guys still enjoyed my content. Wish I caught more for you, but it is what it is. Powder trapping. This year was a bad year. Next year I'll have redemption. I'll try even harder next year. There isn't much fat on these weasels, or much flushing that you got to do, and pick it off by hand around the armpit areas. I've got some here in the back. Alright, I'm going to slide it right on this board, and we're going to leave it on the board until for an hour or so, and then I'll probably flip it around. I don't know if that's what we're supposed to do or not. I haven't caught many weasels. I don't think I've ever sold any weasels. Weasels I do catch, I have tanned and kept. Yeah, well, I was just trying to split its tail, and its tail came right off, so freaking A, that sucks. Alright, now that coyote trapping is over, I'm going to get next year's coyote bait ready. I'm going to take some deer scraps that I got here and put them in this jug here. And then I'll buy a fuel filter and drill a hole and put a fuel filter in the cover. So no flies or nothing get into it and it can vent and everything. And be ready for next year. Yeah. Number one bait is year-old deer. Take stuff from this year. Set it up for next year. Yeah, I haven't gotten my deer the last couple of years, so I hadn't done this. So, and I finally did catch some coyotes there at the very end because I finally found some of my old deer meat from a few years ago now. They like that stuff. There's something about it. Smells wicked good to them. Yeah, that's probably good. Just pack it down in there the best we can. And when I think of it, I'll buy a fuel filter and put a fuel filter right in the top of that. Some people put a tube into the water, which that works too, but I like my tube, my fuel filter idea. So I figured I'd show you a project I've been working on. Working on a beaver fur vest. I cut all these pieces myself. Had an old hunting vest I cut down. I cut out each panel, and then I had my parents sew that there and sew up there, and now I'm taking over and sewing some more. I got these beaver furs were only so long, so I couldn't
couldn't get a real long vest out of it, so I went and cut 5 inches off some other pelts, and I actually got otter. We're actually going to put otter fur in the bottom here. That's how it'll look when I'm done. This is otter fur down here. Just was just to make it longer. That wasn't quite long enough. So all I have to do, I've already sewed this all together. I just have to sew this to this, and I'll have a genuine homemade beaver fur and otter fur vest. Yeah, so we're taking the day off from trapping. I pulled all my traps yesterday. Just got them couple of beaver traps out. It's snowing out today. But I'm working on a setup to haul the dogs around. I got these barrels, old dog house 55-gallon drum barrels. I'm gonna bolt them together on the sides there, and then bolt them butt to butt there, all of them together, and then put them on a stand and make it so the stand slides right in the back of my truck, and I bolt it down to the bed of my truck. And then I gotta put some doors on it and be able to haul 6 dogs in the back, and I'll haul 2 dogs up front. Today I was just mocking it up, just putting it up like this. I might come back out this afternoon and maybe drill a couple of the holes and bolt them together like that. Yeah, so this blog is going to turn into like a lifestyle blog, not just trapping. Start showing you a little bit of everything I do. I do a little bit of everything. So make sure you stay tuned. I do some interesting stuff. Back working on the barrels here. Get them even together, straight. Drill a hole right in the center between the 2 of them. I think this will work pretty good. Maybe I get the wrong fucking size. Yep, the nuts are a bigger size. What? Almost done with number 2. It's bigger. That worked pretty good. I'm going to do the other row. Yeah, just about done with this side. Now I got to try to reach down in here and drill a hole. Going through them all. Oh, I can barely reach. Might need a drill bit extension. Now I gotta try to get a bolt through there. I have to pack some snow in the sockets so the bolt don't go all the way down in. Yeah, just like that. Try to put this through. Try to get this freaking washer up in there, and I can't reach it by hand. I'm gonna try to put it on this screwdriver here. Let's see if I can shimmy it on there somehow. I don't think my bolts are quite long enough to put that washer on there, so I'm gonna try it without the washer, I guess. Finally got it. I think so. Well, that's it for today. At least got a few of them bolted together, and tomorrow we'll finish that. Yeah, so this morning we're working on my beaver fur vest again. Work on it a little bit every morning. Someday I'd like to start making more stuff, make hats and mittens and stuff, and try to sell them right here on the YouTube channel. Definitely time consuming. About done for this morning. Alright, that's it for today. I'm just going to tie this together. And tomorrow morning we'll finish it. Alright, we're back to working on the dog hauler. Yeah, that one on there. So now I just gotta bolt the butts of them all together. Yeah, so I'm one of the people, I figure it out as I go. Like, I don't really have an idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing it, and as I think of it, I do it. Yeah, we're getting one bolted together here. One we started with yesterday.
washer on there. Well, we're getting there. All bolted together now. Still think I'm going to want to put one in the center across there, in case like every dog was at the butt of their doghouse that might collapse, so we don't want none of that. Well, we got a quick change of plans. I'm going to put that right on my trailer, set it up in the back of the truck just for tomorrow. I got to have this done by noontime tomorrow, so the best bet is just to strap it right down to the front of the trailer there. Alright, we got it all bolted together. I ended up putting a couple more bolts here in the center barrels. We got boards going across the side bolted on, so now it's pretty rugged. All one unit now. There, all bolted together. So I'm gonna try just flipping it up over onto the trailer. Not gonna work. As it breaks all apart. Start fresh tomorrow morning. I think I'm just gonna screw on some doors, wood doors, drill some big holes in it, and call that good for tomorrow. Yeah, that's what we got for today. Working on our dog barrels again today, and I got a piece of plywood here. We're gonna cut into some doors and start mounting some doors on there. Yeah, we got one door on. Don't know how well it's gonna work. Up screwing it right to the cap there. It'll work pretty good. Just gonna make a latch. Well, we got all the doors on there. They actually come out a lot better than I thought it was gonna. So all I gotta do now is make some sort of latch and drill some big holes all in the front of the door here. Give them plenty of to close the door. I just gotta go like this. The door's closed. I can't push that open. So I like to do something like that. Yep, I think that'll work pretty good. I keep trying to do it one-handed. There, I think that'll be good for today. We'll see how that works. I'm gonna go through and do that to all of them. I'm gonna try that right there. So I think that's enough vent for them. The doors aren't even tight anyways to the barrel, so they're gonna get plenty of vent, I think. So this one here, I gotta fix the strap. All right, there, we're done. Just about time to go too, so just in time. I'll get all the doors open. I don't know how easily the dogs are gonna go up in the hole. Alright. Right up in there. Right up in there. Hey, right in there. Right in there. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Dog. Right up in there. Hey, Sable, get in there. Sable. Come on, get in there. Oh, you're going in, Sable. You're going in. You're going in. Right up in there, Otter. Get in there. No, Otter, go. Good boy. Good boy. Doggy. Yeah, freaking busted up my thumb pretty good. There, it all worked good. We got the dogs to the vet, got them their rabies shot, and they're all home, sounded safe. Safe and sound, I guess, what I wanted to say. Yeah, finally out for a run. So, nice sunset in the background there. Wow, that is nice. So, dog's doing great today. All right, today we're gonna end the week with going fishing. It's open, finally the lake in town's finally open for fishing, so it doesn't open until after the 1st, so I'm gonna head out there and start jigging for lake trout. Yeah, ever since I started fishing with a fish finder, it's freaking changed my game big time. It's so fun. You can watch them chasing your lure up and down. And the big lakers, I used to always think they were lazy. All my life I always thought they were lazy. Finally went to this setup and I learned that predator fish, they prefer the chase. So I can get them to chase me up and down in the water table, watching them right on the fish finder. They'll be right behind me. I can bounce it pretty much off their nose saying, hey, come get me. They come to get me, try to play keep away, and they freaking come up and get it.
it's a blast. It's a blood rushing blast.
All my gear ready. Got a ice shack, 3 fishing poles, bait tank. I'm here at the bait container, gonna get some bait right now. And propane heater, if it works. That's one thing I gotta test right now before we leave. And fish finder. That's all I need, really. Hopefully my bait is still alive. Most of the tank's out of the water. It's only a bottom corner and under the water. Well, when I come last time I got bait, it was high water and I stuck it on this tree, so. Right out. Not many, but enough to go fishing with, I hope. Yeah, had quite a few die off, but I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 live ones and 1, 2, 3, 4 dead ones. Because all I do is just put a piece of bait fish on my jig lure. So we'll have to redo this and start catching a bunch more bait. Yeah, so we're headed back home. We're gonna grab the dog sled and Boss's harness. I'll have Boss haul my gear out there. I don't know what I was thinking earlier, grabbing my other sled and stuff. Yeah, well that sucks. Just went home to get the dog's harness and the sled there and just loaded it all up, got to where I was going, loaded it all up, forgot my ice chisel. So now I gotta go locate my chisel. I was just looking for my chisel and I just remembered where it is. The bait tank. Getting bait on my way out. I left the chisel right down there. Yep, right there. Oh, I wish I knew I was missing that before I come back to get the dog sled and the dog harness. We grabbed it the last time I was home. Stuff already packed on there nicely on the dog sled. So all I gotta do is hook up the dog and still not sure where I want him to go. Kinda might head out over this way. There's people over there, people there. I don't know. We'll head out there, see what the ice looks like. Should have brought 2 dogs. It's working perfect. Yeah, good here. Working with Boss here, he likes that. He likes it when Dad works too. So, get over here and see what we do. Yeah, so ideally I wanted to go like right in this area here. So I think I'm gonna go like right smack dab in the middle of these people. Alright, this is what we're gonna try, I guess. We're far enough away from everybody. Well, we probably go a little further, I guess. Alright, I guess I'm gonna set up the shack first. Chop the hole afterwards. Make sure I have an anchor ready. Broken inside. I don't know if the top popped out or we'll see when we get inside. Hey, I'm fishing today with the roof's gonna be a little saggy. Alright, we're up and rolling. Bring the heat in. Start chiseling a hole. It looks like I gotta go back out and get my chair. There you go. There you go. Go. Fuck, getting everything today. These guys must have a flag. Whole group of them out there. So, we made it into the shack finally, so. I could have waited for a weekday. There's always nobody out here on a weekday. I don't work. I don't work full-time job, should I say. I still work every day, but I could come out here in the middle of the week and have anywhere I wanted out here. Hopefully there ain't 2 feet of ice. That would suck right about now. I don't think there'll be that much. We'll find out. Oh, probably about 5 inches maybe. Well, 5 inches, I guess. Yeah. That's what I like about this time of year. There's not much ice, so I can chop a hole pretty easy everywhere I go. Yeah. Definitely not much ice here, but enough for me to fish. Let's see if we can get this thing to work. I think the regulator's fucked up, so I don't think I can turn it all the way on. Yeah, actually turned on. Let's get some heat rolling away from the fishing poles. Nice. Fish finder going. So I run 3 different poles, and so that way you don't have to untie lures, switch lures out. 3 different lures here. Just gonna stick them all up right here. Going with the bucktail lure first. Just want to give it that fish smell, so I always put a piece of fish on there. Alright, so what we do is drop my line down and launch it on the dial here. I know it's probably not going to come up proper on this thing, but it should. Yeah, see it right there? Going up and down. It's going to probably be a little squiggly. I got to fine tune it. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom and start jigging, and we can watch fish come up and try to get it. Yeah, this is addicting. Yeah, this is pretty cool in here with all the things closed. So, makes it so I can see my dial better. Still no chasing, but might take a minute. Now that I'm trying to videotape it all, I'm probably not going to get no bites. Yeah, pretty slow fishing today. Heater just shut off on me. I was trying to chisel some new holes. I got 2 new holes. I'm gonna put one like in that hole and not put it so deep for like trout and salmon and stuff. I'm gonna put another live bait down at the bottom of that hole and keep jigging on this hole with my fish rod. I ended up having to tie a chisel off to my roof. Since I don't have my thing up for the roof, it was really flopping into the wind here, so took the dog leash and tied a knot up above and put it down through and cast it. I'm gonna drop this one right down in that hole right there. Put it right above bottom and let it stay there. Pretty slow day, but I don't usually fish over here. I usually fish up in another area. This is if I don't get any bites today, I won't try here again. I think I need to be closer to the shore. Need to be by a shelf. Or up where I usually fish. Probably up where I usually fish, where I should be. Stretch for a second. All these people packed up shop. Sweet. Guess what? I'm moving over there. Let's see how this goes. Right over here. That's where I wanted to go originally. A bit nippy out here. That wind chill's gotta be super cold. Alright, so before we set up shack, we're gonna try to get a depth here. See how deep it is here? And if it's 45, 50 feet that I want, I might stay here. If not, we'll go to one of their other holes. Let's see what we got. Other than cold, freaking chilly out here in this wind. So, come on. Over, exit, 17 feet. No, I want to move back out. Put this up right here. Alright, all set up in the new spot. So I'm gonna send down my jig and see what happens. We got a fish checking it out, but he's not interested. Oh. There he goes. He's still following it up. I'm gonna head right back down now though. Oh, now he's staying up there waiting for me. It's the most action I've had all day. Here he comes. He's already coming up after it. Nice. Nice. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, just not interested. Here he comes again. Thought about it. There he comes. See him coming up? That's a fish. Oh. He's not super intrigued, but he was them first times. Oh, he just chased me up. Couldn't get the GoPro going in time. He comes up fast. Looks like that was the only big chase I was gonna get. The fish went away. Gonna chase. Oh, see him. right below my lure there. Let's see if we can get him engaged again. No, he's not really engaged again. Son of a bitch. So close. Came out of nowhere. It's just jigging and bam. Came flying up. Here he comes again. Keeps thinking about it, but he just won't commit to it. Got it right in front of his nose. He's wanting to chase it. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh. Back in front of his nose. Oh. He just gave up. He likes staying right on the bottom. Oh, here he comes. He's getting pissed now. Bouncing right off his nose. Playing hard to get. Oh, he's right there. Oh. This has been fun. I don't even care if I don't catch them. Just to have them couple of chases is fun enough to me. And this lake's known to be in slow. Alright, I'm going to say my famous last words, fishing. We're going to give it a couple more minutes and we're going to leave. About 20 minutes later, we'll leave. Make sure to stay tuned in next week. I'm going to head out and set a bunch of beaver traps tomorrow. Check a few beaver traps that I already had out and try to set. I got about 6 flowages I can go probably try to set up. So we'll see how many we can get set up. Bunch of snares and traps and chainsaw, chisel, sleigh, the dog, food, drink, striker. Down. At least it's not real windy. Somebody's getting cold. We're going, boss. We're going. Alright, there. We're getting somewhere now. Boss dog hammering down. Go, boss. Go. Go. Come on, go. Doing a good job, boss. That's a lot of weight. Alright, well, that's it for today. This week's episode. So make sure to stay tuned next week to see what I do. See what I catch. See what I don't catch.